Hope of the Valley. It's Hope of the Valley. I forgot the name of it. That's what it's called. Here at the intersection of Tyrone and Victory. So after getting my car repossessed and then getting out of the psychotic ward, they referred me over to this Hope of the Valley, which is like a homeless shelter, and was my first unofficial residency inside Los Angeles other than my tent. Walk in and then check yourself in over there. And then over there, I'm not gonna go over there because I know when I was homeless I wouldn't want to have been filmed. But you basically would sit around and then wait for the big old bus. It's not like a city bus. It's more like one of those old prisoner type buses, you know, like those huge buses that you see on the freeway with like the sheriff's star on it. It's like one of those, except it's like maybe like a retired one that it would take all of us, the homeless people, to the actual shelter. We wouldn't sleep over here. We would just sit over here. They would give us some free food, some water, and we would wait. I think it was like at 6 p.m. tonight, so you have to wait around for a while and make sure that your name's on the list, or else you would have to stay out here. And it wasn't nice, warm, and toasty like it is right now. It was like super freezing cold, so you had to make sure that your shit was together, that you got your name on the list, and then once they call your name, to get on the bus to go over to the homeless shelter, to where you can go ahead and lay down and then fall asleep on a cot and then get some food and then repeat the process in the morning. After living here for like I think a few weeks or so, I was like the youngest person, the youngest person here at the homeless shelter was like maybe like 50 years old. So I kind of like stood out, and one of the office people came over to me and they're like, "Hey, how old are you, by the way?" And then I told them that I'm 24, and then they said, "Oh, okay, well, if you want, you can step into my office and we can sign some pieces of paper to see if we can get you some transitional housing." And I was like, "What's that?" He said, "It's basically free housing for people from 18 years old to 25 years old." And in my mind, I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever, you know, like that's never gonna happen. But you know, I would literally have nothing else to do, so you know, I stepped into the office and I took your picture, I signed a whole bunch of papers, and I basically went back to my process of, you know, walking down to Van Nuys and Roscoe, and then like getting like another Obama phone and everything like that, like slowly getting my shit together. And then out of nowhere, I actually just got like a call from like a random number saying that, "Hey, just so you know, you got approved for transitional housing. If you want to go ahead and meet me at this address, we'll go ahead and check you in." I literally ran like all the way. I had my duffel bag and like I ran. And then after dealing and arguing with like 3 different bus drivers, because I didn't have any money to pay them, saying, "Oh, you have to pay the freaking toll." After like arguing with them and just refusing to leave, to refusing to get off the bus, I finally arrived. I got off the bus and I walked here, smelling like a horrible, dirty, awful rutabaga, and I just ran into the office, and then I talked to my boy Edwin. And me and this dude Edwin, we went ahead and we just walked over here to where my current house is. This is my current house. This is where I live. I got a fob. Open the door. Yeah, the man cave. Mine. Pagani Huayra, Bugatti Chiron, Bugatti Veyron, Lamborghini Aventador, and a Louis Vuitton backpack. But oh, where's the shower? Where's the kitchen? Here's the shower, and here's the kitchen. You just walk up and grab you some food. No need to pay because they understand that I'm broke as hell. Don't get them wrong. They do be giving us like burgers and like pizza and like chicken wing soup and things that actually taste good for the most part, which is awesome. But at the same time, they do give us like healthy meals like the one that I just ate. So yeah, that's basically where I'm at currently, living in Los Angeles. I feel like a real duty to show this kind of part of living out of Los Angeles, because I know like a lot of YouTubers that actually like blow up, they go from like living out of like a basic ass apartment to having like a massive mansion, and you're like, how the hell did that happen? And they're like, oh well, I moved to Los Angeles and da 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 da, and they just go follow your dreams, and it makes no sense at all. I actually like want to show like the step-by-step processes, because I feel like I'm gonna be like a massive huge YouTuber, because the reason what's gonna make me different is I see like a lot of YouTubers, they start with YouTube and then they go on to, oh, go to my website, oh, go watch my podcast, oh, and they like diversify the living shit out of themselves, i.e. doing this, that, rather than just doing this being YouTube. So they do YouTube, podcast, they open a building, they open a company, they do this and that, a dealership, why not? It's like, and then they just go ahead and completely deplete themselves out of all their energy, and then their YouTube channel goes, I can't whistle with the mask on. It goes down is what I'm trying to say. And except for me, I think that I love YouTube so much that I think I'm just going to stay with it, so I can become a billionaire and then buy a whole bunch of houses and a whole bunch of Lamborghinis. But yeah. So you could very easily use, I could very easily use this transitional housing as, you know, free food, free rent, free everything. Basically, you use them up until the point when I'm 25, about to turn 26, and then simply get out of the program. But I like the quote that the head manager lady said, that this transitional housing is supposed to help you transition into a full functioning adult. Meaning waking up, like taking a shower, making your bed, doing your damn taxes, like getting your shit together. Like I really could use this very upscale homeless shelter as a place basically just to chill for a few years and then get the hell out. But no, it's like I'm not, like they don't force it on you at all. It's like, for me personally, it's like I'm really trying to grow up as an individual, because like being 24 is like really weird age, because like it's like you're a grown man, but it's like, are you really? Because another quote that comes from another person who works at the transitional housing is that if you want to be treated as a grown man, then act like one. And then the third quotes that's like been buzzing around in my head is relating to transition. Everything in life is simply transition. The only real end is death. So using this whole program in the transitional housing, I'm really trying to transition into like a better individual. I'm not just trying to use this program as, so yeah, I fucking got in. I got freaking housing. I don't have to freaking live out of a tent anymore, because that was really, really rough. So yeah.